Call him a man. Yes, and how many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? And yes, how many times... Why are you closed? Why are you closed? Why are you closed? Why are you closed? Well, it looks like it's just the six of us today. Just the 28 of us. Huh? How's it going, y'all? Good evening. I was just singing some Joan Baez, dude. Do I like Elton John? Yeah, kinda. How's the back pain? It's okay. It's fucked up, but what are you gonna do? TJ banned you? I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, well, go watch Logic, you piece of shit. Thoughts on the Infinity War trailer? I mean, initial thoughts are, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think that Thanos looks pretty fucking ridiculous. Or at least different than he's looked throughout all the rest of the trailers and in every piece of promotional material. So I don't really know what that was about. Maybe he absorbs somebody else or something and changes the way he looks for a little while. Maybe they're just trolling us with that shit. I don't know. Have you played Overwatch? Yeah, dude, I've played it. Oh, dude, there's not enough money. I couldn't get a bite of human hair cake down. Thoughts on running for president in 2020 with TJ as VP? Is TJ old enough to be VP by then? How old do you have to be? Is it like 33 or something? 34? 32? I don't know. Don't want the job. $35, $36, $32, $31, $28, $19 and a half. I used to have an inversion table. I have since, it's been a very long time since I've had one because they're kind of expensive. But I remember it helping quite a bit. It's a little weird to learn how to do, but I remember like eventually you learn to kind of just trust the counterbalance and it's nice to hang there. You'd have to be an idiot to be VP. Why? I mean, it's like you make your whole political life and you could just do like book tours for the rest of your life and, all you got to do is some photo ops and shit with the president, oversee some meetings in the administration. You know what I mean? I can't believe that TJ banned you, ugly cunt. I mean, you are an insipid, cancerous troll, but you must have really gone over the line. Yeah, inversion table, I think, is something that I'll look into getting. Paul is a Jew. Just look at that nose. It's possible. I don't know. Thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, we're going to be doing those every Friday. Kind of want it to be like just a casual kind of hangout atmosphere where we all sit and watch a shitty horror movie together and rip on it, It's one of the things that TJ and I love to do the most, just hanging around, and I love Pitch Wars too. Paul, as president, would you bring on the nukes? No, dude. I don't want to be the dude that pushes the button myself. I'm not a homicidal maniac, just maybe a genocidal maniac. Have you heard that JF is literally a self-described alt-right race realist? I mean, how do you judge a satyr? You know what I mean? They're spirits of the forest. They're thousands of years behind us in terms of social norms and stuff. I mean, what would you expect him to be? I mean, come on. Tell my cat Penelope to stop being such a slut. Is she giving up like cat booty all over the neighborhood? Is like Penelope the one they come to fucking... She'll just do any fucking stray cat off the street? Dude, what a whore. That's why another reason why you don't have cats. Cats suck. Cats are just ungrateful, spiteful, selfish, greedy, nasty, sexual deviants. Have you played F-13, the game? No. Thanks for asking, Xbox One. I've seen Riccio. It was a long time ago, and I remember being utterly confused and kind of bewildered by it. It's been, like I said, it's been a very long time since I've seen it, so I think we'll be adding it to our list. Cats are greater than dogs. Get out of here. You know, now I'm starting to see why TJ banned your faggoty ass. Get your cat propaganda up out of here. My beard is ugly. Wow. That one hit me pretty fucking hard, dude. I'm gonna have to just take a... Just gonna have to take a moment and recover from that fucking sick burn. I'm sorry, guys. I just gotta... Like my, you know, that one was, that it just collapsed my whole world and on itself, and I don't know even how to exist anymore. I don't know if I even want to exist anymore. Okay, I'm fine. You think humans will ever stop cutting down forests? No. Why would they? Like, do you think that this animal that's been cutting down forests since it began to fucking exist was going to stop cutting down forests? Nah. I'm going to go with it's going to keep cutting down forests. You vaguely like me? Damn, dude. Just a vague kind of like, I guess that's okay. I mean, not everybody's going to love you, you know what I mean? And if you're vaguely liked, kind of like, not like, oh man, yeah, Paul's ego, but like, you know, yeah, Paul's ego, you know? Huh. I guess that's cool. I'll take what I can get. I'll take whatever I can fucking get, man. Do I support humanity interbreeding with sexy alien life? I mean, any alien life that exists is probably not going to be all that sexy. I am telling you though, dude, I'm kind of hoping for a race of alien goo girls, dude. That's the deviant porn that I like the best nowadays, dude, is some goo girls, dude. Go look that shit up, man. Can you imagine a race of like incredibly hot alien goo girls? Yeah, dude. Gelatin gals, yes. Gelatin gals, dude. I don't like whiskey, so I don't have a favorite whiskey. I don't drink whiskeys or bourbons, whatever. They're just not my thing. The one and only time that I got truly drunk on whiskey, I ended up throwing up all over the place. And it takes me a lot to throw up drinking. And I've never been able to stomach the shit since. I'm just like, I immediately associate it with alcohol poisoning. So fuck whiskey. If we're going to shoot hard liquor, you know, I grew up in a predominantly Hispanic area. So I'm down with tequila, dude. Fuck vague. We specifically like you, Poral. Oh, that's very nice, man. That's very nice of you to say, but it's probably not true of everybody here. Greetings from North Dakota. It's oddly warm here for this time of year, and I don't like it. Dude, it's kind of warm here again. Thank you, Mr. Naughty Priest, as always. Yeah, it's kind of fucking warm here again. It got cold for a week or two, and now it's like, we're going to be hot and muggy again. I want to penetrate your tight butthole with my raw... Dude, Aunt Jemima, you don't even have a cock. Dude, you're Aunt Jemima, not Uncle Jemima. Come on. You gotta step your game up. Okay? I wasn't born yesterday. If you're gonna fucking troll in here, you have to fucking do that next level shit. Because that fucking entry level fucking trolling 101 bullshit... Dude, that is not fucking fly by me, dude. I swat trolls like that. If I wanted to find a debate faith room, where would I find the Stickam replacement? I don't think there really is one right now, man. That whole kind of, the great debate community is pretty much withered on the vine. There's only a couple of people around that are still kind of doing that, and almost all of them have switched over to identity politics in one way or another, whether it's critics or adherents. But yeah, that's not a thing anymore, I don't think. It's kind of a shame, you know, that like that kind of more open cam type of thing. I mean, I can understand it's probably a nightmare to run that fucking shit. Because, you know, people are trying to show movies and they're trying to show illegal shit. But it was kind of cool to be able to just look at a list of open rooms and just launch yourself in there and start arguing with people, you know? There really isn't anything like that anymore. And that kind of sucks. Stickam was not amazing though. It had major problems. Like, I used to hang out with in Mendham a lot in Stickam, and like half of the fucking time in those rooms you had to spend explaining to people how to fucking mute their mics and shit. Like, people just come in with their mics wide open constantly, and there'd be echoes constantly because somebody's sitting there with their mic wide open and listening to it on a big pair of fucking speakers. It's like, it was pretty lame, like, just the technical problems. But it showed you the average fucking person is almost completely incompetent. But every once in a while, you'd get a nice room going where, you know, the conversation was lively. And, you know, there's really nothing like that anymore, honestly. I used to do, like, hangouts on YouTube where people could join, but those became completely unmanageable. I don't even know if you can do them that way anymore. I mean, I like this kind of thing too, honestly. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's because it cuts down on that problem I was talking about in Stickam. I fucking love you, man. You are unbelievably rare. Well, thank you, man. Dark Side of the Moon or Animals? If you're going to make me pick, I'm going to pick Animals, but just by a hair. Yeah, no, because of the fucking, like, you know, it sucks that you guys can't contribute more, you know, vocally, conversationally, but I try my best. Like, it's kind of a stupid idea, but I try my best to have a conversation with the chat with these, at least most of the time. Some of the times, you know, if it's me and TJ out here, we might break off into conversations, but it's almost always steered by the chat. And, you know, some days I think it's a good thing that I do that. Some days I think it's a horrible thing. But I'm committed to it nonetheless. Feels like you talk at us more than with us. Well, I mean, that's kind of... Think about if everybody in here had a fucking microphone, and you'll get an idea of why that just doesn't work. Just think about it, dude. Think about if Glorp had a microphone, dude. It would be utter unwatchable chaos. Nothing would ever get done. So, In order to fix that, I've taken the small measure of raising myself to the king, the only one that's allowed to actually speak with his vocal cords, and relegating all of you to text chat only. Very small measure to keep the peace and to ensure that the conversation stays fresh. What would be your ideal form of government? You know, that's like a more complex question than I think a lot of people give it credit for, because my honest answer is I don't know. I don't think that my ideal form of government has been conceived of yet. I think maybe it's something that we're building towards, or something that we might try in some far-flung future sense, but I can't point at a currently existing government and go, I want to do just like that. None of it makes complete sense to me. No government equals best government? I don't think that's the case. In Beatles terms, Scotty is the George Harrison of DP, but if Kiss terms, you are probably Ace Frehley. Dude, I like Ace Frehley. I've got Ace Frehley. I've got Peter Criss. We need some government. You'd have the earth equally sectioned off with all the different governments and allow people to choose every 6 months where they live. Who would finance their moves? Because, I mean, that would just... And plus, that would just completely destroy all of the fucking... Like, you want to segregate out the world into 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 distinct governments, and then you want to give everybody in the world the absolute right to travel between those places every 6 months at will. Dude, that would be absolute fucking... That would be nuttery. There would be no way that, like... No, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm fine with the idea of people being able to choose where they live. And I think that in a far-flung, minorly utopian future, I think that would be something that would be central to kind of like the identity of somebody from this planet. Would be like, if I don't like the area that I live in, I can go live somewhere else. Hey, shut up. Borf. Oh boy. Is this the dinosaur moment? Whoa. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? Dude, I think the aliens have landed.
What's going on in here?
The aliens have landed, dude. Hey, baby.
Take the trash out.
Huh.
Fucking streaming.
Yeah.
Entertaining losers.
Damn. Why are you harshing everybody's gig tonight?
I'm not harshing anybody's fucking gig.
Ashley just comes in here.
Losers.
Jesus Christ. Please go away. Fuck you. She doesn't have to go anywhere. Yeah, it made losers cool, remember? Because they were the losers club.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Dude, Ashley's the meanest person that you know.
I need to go to bed here.
Yeah. You gotta get up for work mañana.
Yeah. Not too early, though, thankfully.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like 9.
What's your view on net neutrality? Don't ask me about... Please, why does somebody always have to ask me about net neutrality? I think we all know where we all stand on net neutrality. I don't hear anybody making arguments, against it, so... Net neutrality, 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 net neutrality.
I work at Starbucks. Somebody asked where I work. Both Chelsea and I work at Starbucks.
LeMayo. Yeah, the last couple of these, like I did one last night. And man, dude, like I had to give myself chemo for most of the night last night after it.
Damn.
Because like it was like invasive skin cancer in the chat, like that cancer that just like immediately happens and becomes bad.
Wow.
Tonight is actually way better. Like, I know that this chat thinks that they're being cancerous probably right now on the whole. But, dude, this is like a great crowd compared to last night, man. I think really late at night, it's nothing but, I had a theory and I think I'm right. I think it's nothing but like angry Europeans.
Really?
Yeah, because like they're the ones that are up and around at like 4 a.m. here. You know what I mean? That's like right after work for them and shit. So they're all getting home. Like angry Finnish people.
Angry Finnish people?
Yeah.
I'm Finnish.
I'm gonna go and troll Paul's eagle streaming. I'm gonna copy pasta the salmon shitting over and over and.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. No.
No.
He wants to go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling, I mean, you can ask the people in the chat. He was like dominating the whole conversation about how like, Dad, I want to go with Mom.
Has he sharded?
I haven't seen him shart, but we were outside for a long time. You can give him the opportunity when you take him back in.
Shart?
Invite him to shart. Oh, and could you bring me like something to drink? I'll love you forever.
Yikes.
The chat and the streamer are both cancer. Well, I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that criticism of myself. You should do 3-way live debate with Ben Caruth and Azrianok. Those, yeah, I don't even know if those dudes are still around. I remember them. Old school kind of philosophy type YouTubers that were pretty cool, but yeah, I haven't heard those names in years. Tell us something your grandpappy said. Let me try and think of one of my granddad's jokes. God, dude, the only one that pops to my mind is the creepy one. I remember, quiet while I fucking, no. I remember him saying something about like, he didn't have his dick out while he said this. It was like a dirty joke that he told. And somehow like the punchline is like, he's got an elephant in his pocket or something and the dick is the trunk or some shit. I just remember that fucking joke being told. There was no wangus out, but there was, you know, that was a filthy joke. It's creepy as fuck. But I don't remember my granddad telling a whole lot of jokes, so let's do a weird, sir. Oh, you actually did it.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I might have said yikes, but I wasn't gonna know.
I thought yikes was like definitely not happening.
No. That was like well, fine.
Thank you.
It was like a you owe me.
Oh, I owe you one now?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Paul's definitely repressing something. That's what turned him gay. No, I don't think so, dude.
Totally. just pretending to be gay and then not be gay. When you pretend to be gay, that's really you not pretending.
Oh, I'm really being gay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, somebody's calling me a honky in the chat.
What does that even mean?
That's like black people will call white people honkies.
Why?
I think it's from like honky tonk.
Oh.
So they call us honkies.
That's weird.
I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. Honky tonk.
Not every white person is honky tonk though.
But that's the whole point. It's like a racial.
Not every white person is a Yankee either.
Nobody calls us Yankees anymore. Well, I guess the British do, but they don't matter.
Only foreigners call us Yankees. But that's like American white people.
I mean, the only reason that, like, frankly, all of Europe exists is because we let it. I mean, they learned that. Did they not learn that in World War II? Like, think about it. They were fucked.
I guess.
Germany was going to rape them all, and we showed up and saved the motherfucking day. A little help from Russia, but whatever.
I mean, like, we wouldn't exist if people from there didn't come over here.
Exactly, and I'm fine with giving them that. Like, the greatest people in the world, okay, yeah, they back in ancient times, they came from there. But they long ago left there and made America. And, like, most of the Europeans have figured that out now. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, we've got our little government, we've got our little concerns, and blah, 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 and we go and vote on our own local initiatives and shit. But we only exist because America lets us exist. If America decided tomorrow that this was East America, we'd be fucked. What are they going to do?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that, so I can't refute or anything.
No, it's probably not true, actually.
It's probably not. I don't think we hold that much power to defeat all of Europe.
Honky, 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 honky. Ugh. Can solipsism be disproven? No. It's an unfalsifiable hypothesis, which makes it ridiculous. If you ever actually have a conversation with a genuine solipsist, it's kind of a frightening... Like, it's a solipsist believes that nothing but themselves is real, basically. Everything else is created for them, and they're the only focal point of everything that exists, is so that they can experience it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, but it's it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I talked to a dude that was a genuine solipsist. He was a young dude, too. We were both teenagers when I had this conversation, but he believed that when I was outside of his, perception, like, so if he could not see, hear, or sense me in any way, that I'd ceased existing.
Weird.
And that, and I'd tell him, well, that's not true. I went to bed last night, I jerked off, and you weren't anywhere in my, you know what I mean? And he's like, no. He's like, you have to say that. He's like, you don't understand. You don't have any control over anything that you say when it comes to revealing the secret to me. Like, you believe that you lived those times, but you didn't. You ceased to exist when you left my influence, and then when you came back today, you existed again, and all of those other things that you believed that happened to you didn't.
So then, why does going through, daily life matter to these people?
I mean, I guess maybe to some of them it doesn't, but for others, like, he was very comfortable in that environment. Like, he liked the fact that it was all just a show for him. I mean, he was very proud of it, and he was very proud of having figured out the puzzle of his existence,
I wouldn't want to, be a teenager and go to school if I realized something like that. So,
I mean, doesn't it...
Fuck it, man,
But doesn't it, like, remove a lot of the pressure from it? No. I don't know. I can see why that would be, like, a fun way to look at life.
Fun.
Doesn't make any fucking sense, but... Cracker? First it was fucking...
I don't even remember.
It was honky. And now it's cracker. Paul, what's your favorite historical country? Egypt. Oh, good night, baby.
Good night.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Fop doodle. Forp doodle. What's the weirdest thing you've walked in on TJ doing? I haven't walked in on TJ doing anything all that weird, I don't think. Like, I don't know. Picking his nose, maybe. Mining for gold. Picking his butt. Watching Tetris tournaments. He's a pretty sneaky masturbator, dude. What would I do if I walked in on the live banana incident? Dude, I'd fucking film it and leak it to Pornhub, dude. Immediately. Bananagate 2. The Reckoning. Bananagate 2. This time it's personal. Paul edition. What would do if you walked in on TJ and Ashley with a banana? Well, that would depend on what they're doing with the banana. Are they just sharing the banana? They booty slamming each other with the banana? I mean, I'd probably get pissed if there wasn't a banana for me to fucking grab and join in. I mean, that's a pretty healthy roommate activity. Mass banana-ing. Mass booty bananas. You know what I mean? It's a good, healthy bonding experience. What's my favorite fruit? What is my favorite fruit? So I do like me some fruits. Like Granny Smith apples are pretty good. I'd probably pick a Granny Smith. I like that sourness. Milo, yeah, dude, a good Milo can be tasty as well. Would you rather kiss Pimp Monk for a day or Egghead for an hour? I'd rather jump in a fucking blender. And before you say that's not an option, that's always an option. Do you think anyone from your old stories have seen your videos about them? I know some of them have. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know how many, but I know that some of them have seen it. I mean, some of them have heard me tell those stories. Most of them have heard me tell those stories in public. Like the only story, because it wasn't really a story before that I haven't told publicly to other people before, is that Uncle Stinkworm story. Because I just never kind of put all my stripper things together. I guess maybe I did some hard thinking about why I don't like going to strip clubs. why it never locked in for me is like, yeah, this is a cool place to go and kick back. Because it's, I mean, a lot of people like to blow off steam at strip clubs, blow off other things at strip clubs. I don't know. But I could always give or take a strip club. It just ain't my thing. Peaches, your hooker is here. Come on now. The people is waiting. Got a whole room full of family and friends that are all pussy hungry, and we're waiting on you. Ass or tits? Yes, please. I'll take some of both in any combination. Whatever you got, man. I don't discriminate. I long ago gave up on discriminating between booty and boobies. I like them both, and I like them in all different shapes and sizes. Good day. What a disappointing response. Jesus. What a fucking critical comment. Soy boy boobies? Yep, soy boy boobies. Thoughts on Jesus? So you guys believe in angels, or... Can you tell us about the first good relationship that you were in? I mean, no. How about no? What are the juiciest titties you've ever seen? The juiciest? I don't know, man. I just flipped through my file of titties, and I can't pick a juiciest. What an ugly cunt type ban me and then retract it. The juiciest, though? Is that even a good thing? Like, that could be a bad thing. You know what I mean? That's why I was having trouble with the question. Come on, Paul's ego. You're being a little thick here. Lawn gnome man. Sweet. That's kind of cool. Maybe like a rich person will pay me an exorbitant sum of money to just kind of like stand out on their lawn. Now that's a jockey that has the little lamp. What do lawn gnomes do? They just stand there, right? With their hands to their sides, like. When people drive in, I can. Like, how would a gnome wave at you? How would a gnome greet you? Let's try out some things. No, that's weird. How about like... No. Oh, how about a little like a little bow? I don't know. I'd have to work on my lawn gnoming. Do I sleep? Yes. Lately, not very much. You look tired as fuck. I am. My back has been fucked up for days and days and days, and it's, I've had it fucked up like this before, and really the only thing I can do is to not stay in one place for too long. So, gnome booger fetish. Oh, okay, got it, dude. Lay on the floor. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll bring you guys over here so you can... Oh, fuck. Ow. I don't know if you'll be able to see me, but I should still be able to see you. Which, fuck me, dude. Which should be, somewhat okay. Oh. This isn't working as well as I hoped it would. But it feels nice on the ground, so I don't want to move. So, let's just grab this. Am I using a fucking power strip as a goddamn pillow? That can't be good. Okay. I'm starting to question the intelligence of this idea. Get a bloody pillow? Get a booty pillow? Or a bloody pillow? Okay, well, this is a horrible idea. Oh, it feels nice. But not all the way nice. Fuck all of you, I'm stretching. You just get to wait while I stretch. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay. I've fallen, and I can't get up. Oh, yeah, we want the little stand still. Booty pillow? What's a booty pillow? Is that a thing? Take a dirt nap? That's a mean thing to say, sir. Yeah, foam rollers, dude. Those actually do work pretty well. I think there's one in the house here somewhere. I need to let my scalp breathe for a minute. I recommend all of you do the same. If you're sitting somewhere and your scalp is not breathing, let your scalp breathe. Now is the time, now is the hour to let your scalp breathe. Is your back better if you are lighter? Yes. Yes. Your girlfriend hasn't responded to your texts or called me in 2 weeks. She broke up with you, dude. She was claiming earlier that she wanted to marry you one day. She's the only girl I've ever loved. Let her go or wait. I mean, I don't think you got a choice at this point. She hasn't called you in 2 fucking weeks. She's gone, dude. Like, there really isn't, there's no question. You gotta let it go, man. What are the chances that that dude has just made that whole sob story up? I'd say 50-50. I do believe you have an odd hairline. Yeah, I've got kind of like the widow's peak thing going on. Pretty strange. Do you have a butt chin? No. No, it's just a normal chin under there. No butt chin. I wish I kind of did, because I was talking with TJ. I'm kind of pissed off at my mustache lately. And let me run this by you guys. Those of you that have access, go look up Admiral Burnside, dude, from the Civil War, dude. Burnside, or General Burnside, or whatever he was. He had, like, all of this I would leave, right? All of this crazy fucking shit, and I would just basically shave my upper lip and, like, yeah, not an admiral, whatever he was, fucking Colonel Burnside or whatever the fuck. Shave the upper lip and the chin. So just, like, basically the upper lip and the chin, but leave all this fucking craziness over here, dude. I'm genuinely considering doing it. I'm making a genuine consideration of my options. Because I think it would be pretty interesting. Everybody's like, do it, because they know it's going to be fucking hideous. Do it on stream. If I decide to do it, I will, dude. If I decide to do this shit, I will do it on stream. So I'll just have to shape everything just right, because it's got to come off of the lip, and this has all got to be trimmed at the proper angle and shit. It's not going to be an easy job, you know. But that's true neckbeard status right there, man. The sideburn king. Get a fedora. Is there one around? Sometimes there's a fedora laying around. Every once in a while, you never know. How can it be a neck beard with no neck beard? Well, I mean, this part of my neck is still going to have a lot of beard, and so is this. So you're leaving all this craziness over here, you see. We're just getting rid of, like, most of this, or maybe even just this. Like, maybe leave the mustache and just get rid of the goatee all the way back. So it's just like a big giant, like... I don't know. Neckbeard is a state of mind, man. I'm a virgin at 27. Am I a loser? No. You're a bigger winner than everybody else out there indiscriminately having sex and making more children. You're not fucking, you know, your gene pool is ending at you. You're doing a good job. You're doing a great thing for humanity. What's your favorite video game? Favorite video game? I don't know, man. I know the answer to this question. It's one of those questions I don't like answering because I know that the answer is different probably every time somebody asks me it. Because I just don't like picking favorites. How does Louisiana compare to other states? It's more humid. Ugh. Keep your dick in your hand. Yeah, man. That needs to be the new movement. Fuck all this men's rights shit. Fuck all this red pill shit. Just keep your dick in your hand, my brother. Keep your gland in your hand. Lay down like the dog you are, Paul. The strong will inherit the world. Okay. Have fun with all of that. I'll just be over here. Do you think people will get tired of superhero movies after Infinity Wars? I don't know, man. I mean, like the trailer for Infinity Wars just broke pretty much every record YouTube has for first and second day views and shit. It doesn't seem like people are really getting all that sick of it. I think people, you might assume that looking at DC's poor showing with Justice League, but that's their fault. Like, they didn't make as good a use of their universe as Marvel did. I've been kind of tired of superhero movies for a while, but I also realized that they're bad. Like, they're kind of like part of the genre rotation that happens. You know, they're kind of westerns in a way, and they're going to be around for quite a long time because they're just like cash printing machines right now. At least the Marvel ones are. And DC has made some horrible fucking choices with their roster. And as a result, people have started to look at it like the shabby fucking Marvel. It's like look, it's the wannabe Marvel movie. Like, how shitty must it be to release something like Justice League right in the shadow of something like Infinity War that's going to break records and shit? Like, you know, but you can't feel too bad for them because it's their own shitty decision making that made it that way. I mean, there's certainly no dearth of fucking interesting characters in the DC universe. It's just a matter of how they've chosen to portray them. You know, they could have gone a different route and not done the big kind of team-based movies and stuck with these more kind of intimate portraits of the different superheroes so as to not even really seem to be trying to compete with Marvel. That might have been a smart way to tackle it. I mean, it certainly would have been a smart way to tackle it for DC to fucking establish their characters before they try and sandwich them all into a fucking team-up film. Because if you don't know who's teaming up and you don't care about who's teaming up, then why would you care that they teamed up? What would my favorite apocalypse be? I mean, I think the coolest one to witness would be like some kind of like giant, you know, near Earth object, like some kind of just huge thing that would, you know, just due to the size of it, it would loom in the sky for a while as it approached. That would be a pretty cool one to live through, I think. What else? What other options? I mean, there's endless options. I definitely wouldn't pick the zombie apocalypse. That would be horrible. Sup, Paul? Digging the stream. Existential nihilism. Is it the only same philosophy? What? What? What was it like working at Starbucks? It was pretty cool, honestly, for that kind of a job and stuff. Like, not a bad. Sane. Oh, the only sane philosophy. I don't know. I try to make it my business not to really point the finger of sanity or insanity at anybody. I'm not real qualified. Optimistic nihilism, yeah. I agree with optimistic nihilism minus the optimism. Optimistic nihilism tries to go like, all right, yeah, nothing matters and blah, 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 blah. But that just means that you have to enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? You got to kick back and enjoy your life. And it's like, man, that's just shitty advice. For a lot of people, I can understand that nihilism is freeing. For me, it's oppressive. You know, and I don't really like my outlook, but I think it's closest to reality. So, yeah, nihilistic despair. Yeah, that's closer to, you know what I mean? Oh. Is this a Christian stream? Yeah, man. Praise Jesus. I want everybody to stop right now what you're doing and let's have ourselves a little bit of prayer, all right? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. For thine is the power and the kingdom and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Wow. That's great, man. That's great stuff. Oh, yeah, I forgot and lead us. Well, because I kind of intentionally omit lead us not into temptation because, come on, I kind of want God to do that. And I don't really care about sin, so I take out deliver us from sin as well. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. You know what? Let's read a little bit from the Holy Bible. I want you all to open up your study Bibles to 2 Chronicles 20:21. We're going to take verse 33 and 34. Nevertheless, the high places were not taken away, for as yet the people had not directed their hearts to the God of their fathers. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoshaphat, first and last, indeed they are written in the book of Jehu, the son of Hanani, who is mentioned in the book of the kings of Israel. I don't think I need to say anything else. If that didn't move on your heart, then you're just not there. Yeah, dude. Fuck, dude. Jehoshaphat, Bububapat, Hanani, Punani, Chakani. Yeah, dude. The Bible is one of the most boring pieces of literature ever written. I mean, you can open up anywhere, and it's basically that. You know, you really got to care about the Bible. And I've read it cover to cover one time in my life, at least, and that's enough for me. But yeah, it's not like a book that you can flip through and get a good stanza, you know. I mean, the early parts are much better. Like Alex DeLarge says, you know, the bits at the beginning with all the violence and the weeping and the gnashing of teeth and the... But you even got to hunt for that, you know, because... Speak to the children of Israel. When a man or woman commits any sin that men commit in unfaithfulness against the Lord, and that person is guilty, then he shall confess the sin which he has committed. Yeesh. Pages and pages of begats, yeah, man. Hosea begat Josiah. Josiah begat Jehoshaphat, who begat Hosea the second. Get out of my way, 'cause you know that I'm totally wasted. Do. She wants a change in her human life. And she puts herself under the cutting knife. She has the look and the feel of an angel. Doot, 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 doot. Even if it means a deal with the devil. Oh, Jesus was a Jew. That's actually true, Swamp Ape. You can triple brackets Jesus, because it was true. He was the king of the Jews. Satan was not a Jew. That's just retarded thinking. Stephen Hawking? Would it be... that would be pretty shocking. Hawking would be shocking. If Hawking was a wangler, he was like, "Hey, Stacy, come here to my computer screen. I have something I would like to show you." "Okay, sure, no problem, Dr. Hawking." And she looks, and he's got his dick out on the computer screen, and he looks up. He's like... Oh my God, dude. Dr. Hawking, more like Dr. Suck My Cocking. LMAO, 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 LMAO. Jiggle the balls. How would you like an injection of the world's smartest sperm? This show is a little too lowbrow for me. Oh, man. Like, there's no bottom, dude. LMAO, 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 LMAO. Psalms of Solomon, where they talk about eating pussy, is a pretty cool part of the Bible. Yeah, I mean, kinda. It's surrounded by so much boring dog shit, though. Like, even the cool parts of the Bible suck. Oh, he wants to study another kind of black hole, yes. Long have I spent staring into the cosmos. Now I want to stare into that vagina. Come over here and sit on Daddy Hawking's lap. Does my wang turn you on? Does my wang turn you on? Does my wang turn you on? Do I turn you on, baby? Does my wang turn you on, baby? Touch my wang. Oh, man. I mean, like, look, dude, these days you never know. You never do know who's going to be the next wangler, you know? Oh. Be cool if we could talk about some physics. Okay. Yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree there. Not a physicist. You wangled, but you were a stupid child. Who did you wangle? I'm interested in, like, the psychology of a wangler. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to, and nobody would ever give this interview because they'd be stupid to do it, but it would be really interesting to, like, get all of these dudes. Like, if you could land the wangler lineup for a, you know, an interview on why they did it and how they did it and how they came to, you know, try to do it, and that'd be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? Like, get fucking Weinstein and Louis C.K. and fucking Al Franken and just the whole Wangler squad. Just get them. Just get them all. and just like talk. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess there is something kind of predatory about it, but on the flip side, there's also something like you got to look at each wangle in its own light. Like, not all the wangles are the same, and not all the wangles involve the same shit, so you can't look at them all like they're the same shit.
Not all wangles are created equally.
Like, the Louis C.K. wangle, where it's like, hey, I want you to sit there and watch me jack off. Like, that's not really, like, I mean, I guess you could make an argument that that's a power play, but isn't that more of like a subservient play? Like, I'm gonna pull my dick out and jerk off in front of you, and you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely different than, you know, grabbing them by the pussy. You don't think Al has actually crossed into wangle territory? I mean, he's crossed into grope territory if the allegations are to be believed. Which
guy?
Al Franken.
Oh yeah.
And Matt Lauer, like the story that the chick told about Matt Lauer sounds like something out of a movie.
Yeah, dude. He had like a button on his desk that locked his door.
He calls her up and she comes in and he just hits this button on his desk that locks his door. He stands up, goes over to her, asks her to take her blouse and skirt off, which she does, bends her over the desk and fucks her, during which time, in the middle of it, she passes out. And then he wakes up. Or when she wakes up, he has the nurse helping her to the nurse's station. So I guess there was like a trauma nurse on fucking staff for all of Matt's fuck victims. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like...
Yeah, that's on a whole other level. That's like way beyond...
Does she say she passed out in the middle of it to make it... Because, like, it seems like all of that requires some phase of consent all the way along the line.
I don't know, dude.
So did she have to pass out so it wasn't just like, yeah, Matt Lauer made a move on me and I banged him in his office?
Maybe she passed out because his dick was so huge, dude.
Yeah, dude. Maybe Lauer's got like a fucking billy club down there.
Matt Lauer's a fucking naughty boy. Yeah, but it's kind of weird to have a button that locks your door on your desk, though, you know? Like,
yeah,
I want to trap people in here with me, so.
Yeah, that is a strange little piece of technology.
That's the thing that kind of looks the worst about his to me.
Yeah.
The fact that he's got a fucking lock my door from my desk button.
Dude, we were just talking right before you came in about the possibility that Stephen Hawking is the next Wangler.
Yeah, someone brought that up to me, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on over here. I have something to show you. How do you like the Dickhead Nebula? LMAO.
He's got like a little
He's got his
robotic arm that comes out.
Yeah. I just thought he had it flopped out on his computer screen. He looks up with his bottom teeth all jutted out, you know, and grins at him. Come on, baby. Can't you see I'm wangling here? Don't you know what my endorsement could do for your scientific career?
Yeah.
There's a Neil deGrasse Tyson
There it is.
Accusation out there now.
Yeah, it really didn't seem to lead to much, though. I don't know why. I think it was just because there was only like one.
Somebody just said that Stephen Hawking is just a drugged retard. The NWO controls his computer.
Yeah.
So he's just a vegetable. The NWO is just talking through his computer for him.
Yep.
Wow. Wow, man, my whole fucking reality has been challenged by that.
Surprised that dude's still alive.
Yeah.
They said his like muscles have degenerated to the point where he like can only use like eye movement and shit now.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
It basically takes him like a minute to
type out a sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like all the interviews that you see people doing with him are always awkward, because like they ask him one thing and it takes him a minute and a half to respond in 2 sentences.
Yeah.
Is there a Gordon Ramsay accusation? Somebody said there was. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't heard it.
Troll.
Maybe, though.
I could see it happening. Probably be pretty angry, too. Look at the state of you. Take
Pussy is like rubber.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. It's hairy as fuck. Oh, looks like a yak's backside. Oh.
You smell like a fucking dead wildebeest. I'd have been better off just sticking my dick in a Yorkshire pudding.
Patrick Stewart accusation. I haven't heard that.
No woman would turn down Patrick Stewart, so come on.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's hard. Somebody should just start like Wangle Bingo. You know what I mean? Start like a Wangler Bingo and let us bet money on who's going to be the next Wangler.
Next?
Do you think they'd take odds on that in Vegas? Probably not, huh?
No, I don't think they would.
That'd be a pretty awesome... I'd go to Vegas just to bet on that shit, dude. I'd lay some bets. Who?
It can't be anyone that's actually attractive, because usually they just get away with it.
Yeah, like Ben Affleck, dude. You know he's been wangling, but...
Yeah, but no one really cares.
He's a good-looking dude. It's got to be an ugly, depressing-looking, old, ugly person.
I mean, they don't have to be hideously ugly, but they just have to be, like, average or lower.
Yeah, not, like, blindingly.
Like, Matt Lauer wasn't, like, a hideous fucking monster or some shit.
Paul Giamatti, I could see it.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti, that's the next one.
You think so? Nobody cares enough about Guy Fieri.
Yeah, people will just be like, what do you expect? It's Guy Fieri.
Yeah, I mean...
People just kind of shrug at that one. He'd have to be, like, raping women in his basement or some shit.
Yeah.
They'd have to be, like, chained up down there.
Like, where else is that guy supposed to get laid if not in one of his diners, drive-ins, and dives, dude? That's the only place we allow him to be as an entertainer, so... Of course he's gonna be like, and cut. All right, everybody go home except for you on the grill. Can you make me another one of those hamburgers, and then while it's cooking on one side, come over here and suck my fucking cock? Come on. You want to be a food reviewer? I'm the guy that knows the people.
Gordon Ramsay spit on me once.
Yep.
Keep on wangling.
Gilbert Gottfried, yeah. Gilbert Gottfried would definitely wangle. I know that for a fucking absolute fact. It bothers me how much people are mean to Guy Fieri. He's kitschy, but he honestly seems like a perfectly nice guy. Okay. Fair enough. I think that... Wasn't there, like, some fucking, like, tape of him kicking some other dude's ass at some point for no reason? Like, some producer on his show, he got in a fist fight with him. I seem to remember, or maybe it was a driver or something. I seem to remember there being a tape of Guy Fieri taking somebody to Flavortown with his fists for no good reason, because he was an angry little food reviewer guy. You think Pimp Monk wangled somebody? I don't know. I'd have to ask. If he is a wangler, I want to do an interview, dude. I want to interview all the wanglers I can. I want to find out what is at the heart of wangling. And do a big fucking, award-winning documentary called Wangling. The definitive, look at the mind of a wangler. Yeah, I mean, like, once again, isn't Jack Nicholson one of those ones that people would just, like, at this point, they'd be like, all right, well, yeah, okay. I mean, it's Jack fucking Nicholson, though. What are you going to do? I think TJ's right. I think that there is a top, there is a level of power and influence where these things just kind of bounce off of you. Guy Fieri got into a nuclear fight with his hairdresser. Oh, okay. I'm experiencing a military coup right now. Guess what country I live? Anybody want to guess what country he lives? Is DP going to stream on Twitch again? I think so. I think there are plans to do some Twitchy kind of content. Yes, I've seen True Romance, Caesar. Please, for fuck's sake, dude. Zimbabwe. Japan. A lot of Japans, few Zimbabwe's, and a Mexico, and a Canada. Have you ever eaten pizza? Have you? Let's turn the fucking spotlight on you. Fan Kamer 316. Have you ever eaten pizza? You evasive motherfucker. You want to come in here and ask all the goddamn questions? Have you ever eaten pizza, motherfucker? You're on the fucking hot seat now. You better answer. No? You expect me to believe you've never eaten pizza, you fucking lying sack of shit. You come up in here wanting to question me and don't even have the fucking fortitude to answer a fucking question correctly and honestly. Get out of here. Pizza disgusts you? Well, I'd hate to be you. Pizza is one of life's many pleasures, man. Gordon Ramsay made you watch him fuck a cake? Wow. You better go to the New York Times with that, man. All you gotta have is an accusation now, man. Yeah, dude, I'd fuck a pizza. Let's all roll up a giant pizza and fuck it together, dude. Pizza's definitely a fuckable food. Venom Fang X on the Drunken Peasants. To do what? Like, I think he's been on before, and I'm not saying, like, he won't be on again, but walk me through what you think Venom Fang X is going to do on an episode of the Drunken Peasants, other than force us not to cuss for a 3-hour show. I actually recently went to go eat pizza, but there was this really cute girl working there, so I ran out without getting my pizza. Did I do the right thing? Why would you run out if there's a cute girl? Because then you get no pizza and no pussy. I just don't know anymore. Seems like we're all fucked. Well, we are. So, I mean, you might at least stop worrying about that, whether or not we're fucked. We are all irrevocably fucked. So accept that and move on, Find something that we're fucked about to worry about. That's my advice. Just baffled that I can die at any moment and your government is supporting a dictator for our country. Well, I'm not even sure if we landed on where you're from. So was that ever definitive? Did we ever get a definitive answer to that? The Philippines. Philippines, the Philippines. Duterte. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Duterte. Duterte, nobody gives a care-tay. You live in Honduras? I mean, fuck, dude. You're royally fucked. You're because nobody even pretends to care what's going on in Honduras, man. It's not even anywhere near the national consciousness of most of the West. Why don't we have a conversation in the chat and exclude Paul? I mean, isn't that kind of what happens most of the time anyway? I don't feel really included when most of you are like, poop balls and dicks, kill yourself, KYS, 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 KYS. I wish Alabama would have a downfall of its government. Why? It's a complex language that you fail to understand, Paul. No, I understand it. I'm 110%. Dude, I'm fluent. I'm fluent in internet autism. What have I started? The revolution. The revolution. San Pedro Sula is the most dangerous city in Honduras. Oh, sweet, dude. Karl Rove is on the case. He's going to catch us all up to what's happening in Honduras. I would look it up myself, but that would mean turning off the stream because I stream from my phone for these. So, ever dated a coworker? I never started a relationship because I was coworkers, but I did work with an ex-girlfriend at the same Starbucks for a while. So I guess yes, kinda. My favorite drink at Starbucks, dude. The one that I get every time that I go, well, there's two. If I need coffee, I get a triple shot of espresso. And then I take it to the bar and I add a little sweetener to it and a little dash of cream. Not a lot of cream. And then you just drink that. But just to go in and get something to drink, you got to get an iced venti chai with 2 pumps of raspberry. Iced venti chai with 2 pumps of raspberry and lay it down, dude. American coffee is garbage. Okay. A weeaboo doesn't speak a leak of Japanese. I do. A leak? You speak a leak? So, there's a guy in the chat who's in the midst of a country that's apparently undergoing a military coup. Paul, what's keeping you from killing yourself in the near future? Sunshine, rainbows, cute little bunnies, cute little kittens in their warm little mittens, baby donkeys, flowers, rainbows, the smell of a rainy day. You know what I mean? All of that wonderful stuff. Why don't you join the coup to get massive political gain? Yeah, I think it's probably not easy to go out and just join a coup. Like, where do you go? Do you just show up at one of the checkpoints and go, "Hey, comrades, I'm here to join the coup"? And they're like, "Make him a general immediately." Like, most likely they'll probably shoot you, and if they don't, they'll probably put you on the front lines and you'll be the one getting shot at. "Excuse me, sir. May I join your coup?" Is there anything of interest in Chowchilla? Not really, except for the fact that I think that G-Time Johnny used to live in Chowchilla, which makes it pretty interesting. Do you have a beard on your bald? Nonsensical comment of the night goes to... Do you have a beard on your bald? How's your back? It sucks. How's your fucking face? What was my high school mascot? A coyote. I did a year and a half in prison for literally trying to kill someone. That dude from last night has to do at least 3 for punching some dude with palsy. Whoa, man. I'm not even going to try and rake my way through that comment, but good on you. Or bad on you if it was bad. Dude, there's no way that you're actually in the middle of a fucking coup right now and having a weeaboo argument in the fucking chat, dude. You're such a fucking poser. I wanted to believe for 1 second that you were actually in danger of, catching a fucking mortar or something, and you're bringing us fucking, frontline news, and it turns out you're just a stinky fucking troll. You lied to everybody in here. You lied to everyone. There is no way you're having a fucking weeaboo argument, dude. You are fake news, dude. I don't doubt that there's some shit going on, but I don't think you're there. You'd have better things to do, sir, than argue about who is or isn't a weeb. What was the worst Nintendo 64 game you ever played? I don't know, man. I just don't know. The danger is only if you are outside. Yeah, but that's still a lot of danger, man. You're not gonna fucking... You know what I mean? You're not going to fucking be inside arguing about whether or not you're a fucking weeaboo and whether or not you have to watch your fucking anime with subtitles if there's a fucking violent coup going on outside your fucking window, dude. How many cigarettes did you used to smoke a day before you quit? I smoked probably... Like, if I took an average, because there were times where I smoked more, sometimes I smoked, probably like a pack a day. I'd say a pack a day average over most of my smoking career. So that's 20 a day, give or take. Do you think your video game skills have declined with age? Oh yeah, dude. They've definitely just, like, I had to teach myself to play Castlevania again. Super Castlevania or whatever. on the Super Nintendo. And I used to be really good at that game. And now I can barely fucking play it. So it's, definitely time has eroded my hand-eye coordination. Which is a shame, but what are you going to do? Do you perceive the people in the chat as people, or do you perceive us as just disparate text? I believe that you are people expressing yourself with disparate text. Ever have falling sounds explode across your consciousness of tomorrow's mind? Wow, dude, that was a great question. You saw Salman Rushdie on a flight last week. He was playing Gordon Ramsay Diner Dash app on his iPhone. Okay, dude. Some news from the front lines. Salman Rushdie playing Diner Dash on his fucking iPhone. Do I think you're robots? I mean, would you mind if I do? Like, if that actually was how I chose to perceive this exchange, would that bother you? Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, I am a robot. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, I am a robot. Solipsism with a C. Dude, why does somebody have whatever, if your granddad really did die, but like I notice on every one of these streams, dude, somebody has a relative that just croaked. They're like, man, how should I feel about this relative that just died? And I'm just like, why the fuck are you asking me? I don't know. Respect to your granddad and shit. Where do you think has the best weed in the U.S.? I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. Paul, do you think you will expand your content to the fields outside of cinema? I mean, I don't know. Probably not very far from that, but into entertainment more generally. There's a good chance that, the channel goes in that direction. Not totally, but picking up other things out of the entertainment industry and reviewing them and structuring content around them, games and whatnot. I think as time goes on, it makes more sense to start covering games as a storytelling medium. So I guess I'm just saying no one wants to go to a funeral, but we all do it. I mean, yeah, but you don't have to. It's one of those things that, I don't know, man. I'm sure I'll have to go to funerals in my life. And I just kind of question whether or not funerals are things that I think that I'd have to rationalize as doing for other people. I'd have to think that my presence at the funeral would somehow help the healing process of other people, because I don't really get anything from grieving death in a public way. And it isn't going to serve my getting over it to go and do this ritualistic burial bullshit. Like, that to me isn't... I mean, I'm okay, I guess, with a memorial type of thing. Getting together with people that knew that person and, telling stories about their life and stuff and kind of coming together in that way. But the whole ritual of the funeral and the burial and all of that, I really don't know what that is in service of anymore. Yeah, I mean, that is another thing too, is I mean, this is just apropos of nothing, but I don't like dead bodies, so you know, going to a fucking funeral where there's a body on display is just like, that's the last place in the world that I want to be. I mean, in some ways, yeah, like, you know, funerals are kind of a fucking scam. Pretty heavily indicted in that scene from The Big Lebowski, you know, where fucking, you know, but in the end, the guy still gets his fucking ashes. So, we must, of course, transfer the remains to you in a receptacle. Yeah, I mean, it is a racket, of course, like every other stage of life, though. You know, if we're going to be pissed off at people exploiting the end of life, then we got to be pissed off at people exploiting the beginning and the middle. And we're just pissed off at everybody. Dude, you're a man of no country. No country would allow you to be in it. You're floating on a fucking raft out in the middle of nowhere on a fucking cheap-ass cell phone somewhere, dude. I refuse to believe that any country would accept you as a countryman. Ugh, my ears. What's my favorite word? Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Oh, man. Whatever is absolutely right. Watching someone you knew your whole life and loved very much lying dead in a wooden box with no life in them, knowing they would no longer speak to you, is a very surreal experience. Why is it a necessary experience, though? Anti-disestablishmentarianism. What do you think of Thanos, you asshole? It's not a good way to get a fucking question answered, man. You can't, like, append every question with an insult and expect a dude to, like, be like, well, thanks there, dick cheese. What do I think of Thanos? I don't know. Dude, there's whole arguments going on in the chat between people. Like, people are fighting each other in the chat. We can't even come together as one. Do I need to read from the Bible again? I think I do. Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus. So let's go to the New Testament. Let's get you some Jesus. Yeah, I know he's in Corinthians. So this is 1 Corinthians 9:10, taking it from 19. For though I am free from all men, I have made myself a servant to all, that I might win the more. And to the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might win Jews. To those who are under the law, as under the law, that I might win those who are under the law. That's basically saying that Jesus lied about who he was so that he could influence people who were actually those things. Yeah. I'm your first experience of the Bible. Well, it seems like you people need more and more of it. And I'm always happy to go back and read a few stanzas from the Holy Book. I am limited, though, because the Bible that I read from has got a giant hole cut all the way through it. So I'm kind of limited to the margins and, the beginnings of most of these. But that's okay. Surely a book chock full of this much wisdom can't be hurt too bad by having its guts cut out. The Book of Moron. The Book of Moron. Oh my God, dude. You gotta go. You gotta go. Get out of here. I'm sick of your fucking lies and your fucking misleading of people in this chat, sir. Someone asked about the Book of Mormon. Oh, I don't have one of those sitting here, so can't help you with that. Maybe I'll get some of the other holy texts, though, and keep them out here. I'll get the Quran. We can read from that. It seems to work pretty well as an anti-cancer agent. Like, I think a lot of the trolls hiss and avert their eyes when I read the Bible. The Book of Mormon is a better read. It's way funnier and crazy. Yeah, but it's not the truth, dude. The Bible is the truth. And the way and the light and all of that. Scientology has way more books than any other religion. Scientology, like their holy text, is comprised of like 28 books or some shit. Because their crazy ass founder was like one of the most prolific writers of all time. Calm Trues, yeah, dude. Calm Trues. One time I tried to find TJ on the Akinator and I got Alex Jones instead. True story. Ah ha 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 ha. You were raised with the Holy Ghost and speaking of tongues when you were a kid. Did you ever have to learn dumb shit? What? Was that a question, or were you calling me a dumb shit? Did you ever have to learn dumb shit, or did you ever have to learn dumb shit? I can't stop the ringing in my ears. I can't stop the ring. I mean, whatever, dude. Quit shitting your pants over the tax bill. I've got the tinnitus situation. Habba blah 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 da ba da ba da da. Yeah, tongues is bullshit, dude. It is kind of interesting though, like people that do it a lot, it can be interesting to listen to them speak in tongues. I was a Christian until I found. So TJ deconverted you from gourd belief. TJ were the one what done it. How many families have I attacked? None. I was a Muslim until 12. But then I found a brain. Oh, that's nice, dude. I'm glad that you've tripped over a brain and found it. How did the pilonidal cyst happen without prior notice or concern? When I tell the story, I talk about how like my tailbone would get really sore from time to time, but I never knew like it was anything other than, you know, just a tailbone injury or whatever. It would get sore, it would hurt, and then it would go away after a couple of days. So, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what a pilonidal cyst is. It's not technically an ingrown hair, but it's a giant, it's just a fucking mess, dude. That's got to be like the grossest fucking thing. Like, it was just, and like afterwards it was so gross too, because like, I don't know how they deal with them now. I'm assuming it's probably the same way, especially when they get really bad like mine was, where you've just got like a fucking giant abscess and it has to heal from the inside out. So they keep it open for fucking months and months. It's just so gross. Lice is gross, dude. I got lice really bad when I was a kid. I was going to this gym, like, you know, it was like an after school kind of activity thing where you did like balance beam and fucking tumbling and all that shit. I was really young, obviously, if I was doing tumbling and shit. But they had this foam pit that you could jump into. It was filled with like all these pieces of foam and shit. And, you know, you could just do a front flip or a back flip into it and you'd just land in foam so you couldn't really hurt yourself. And it was kind of like the most fun thing at the gym. All the kids loved doing it. And so one of the kids got lice, brought it in there, and then every kid at that gym got lice. And, dude, it was fucking horrible. It was horrible, dude. Yeah, I like reading pastas, but free time is free time. So, how many lice do I keep in my beard? Just a few. You dye your hair too much to get lice. Yeah, that's one way to kill them. I mean, I don't think anybody really gets lice except for kids in school anymore. They used to warn us, like, don't share hats with your friends because you could get lice. Oh, dude, yeah, I bet there's some really nasty lice videos on YouTube. That's so gross, man. It makes my head itch just thinking about it. Yeah, do they do that anymore in school? Do they have the kids come in and they like, because I remember doing that when I was a kid. They'd have you sit down in a chair and like a nurse would like take a comb and pull your hair apart in various ways and look and see if she saw any lice. Like they did it on the same day they did like your eye check and your ear check and shit. Oh yeah, dude, those are gross too. There's one like little weird subset of YouTube videos that I got into for a while. There's like back cracking videos and shit. And I shit you not, there's this dude in Texas who does this thing he calls the ring dinger. This is what he calls it, the ring dinger. How this dude has not fucking killed somebody, I don't know. How he's not been, you know, the recipient of a massive life-crushing lawsuit, I don't know. But here's what a ring dinger is. You can look it up if you want to go see it yourself. Just look up, like, chiropractor ring dinger, and you'll find him. He's this chubby old Texan dude. Yeah, Dr. Gregory Johnson. Yeah, you're Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, here to give you another ring dinger here in you know, and he'll like, he lays a person on their back on this thing, and he puts pins on either side of them, on their hips to hold them stationary. This is going to sound like I'm trolling, but you can go look it up. He takes then a towel. He stands behind them as they're laying on their back, and he takes a towel and he wraps it around their head, and he fucking yanks and like cracks their back like all the way down, but it just does not seem like something that's safe. Yeah, you just go look it up, dude. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. Yeah, they're still kicking. Yeah, he goes, like, he'll test their reflexes afterwards. He goes, their legs are raised up on the table, and he'll be like, ding, ding, yeah, he's still kicking. It's like, what happens if he's not? Does that mean you just severed his spinal cord or something? He's still kicking. Yeah. All right, that's why they call it your ring dinger. That's what he says every time. Because, every time people are like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, that's why they call it ring dinger. You feel that all the way down? I just watched tons of that shit. Oh yeah, he calls his fans crack addicts. Oh yeah, the crack addicts are gonna love you. Yeah, all these crack addicts out here are gonna love you. It's like, yeah. So have fun with that. Go look it up, dude. Shit, you not. I kind of enjoy it. Yeah, I like the sound of a back cracking because I know how good it feels to be adjusted in that way. You know what I mean? I mean, part of me kind of wants to get a ring dinger, and part of me kind of wants to stay walking. Like I kind of want to keep my fucking lower extremities to where I can control them and walk around on them and stuff. And fuck all of that. But I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to get a ring dinger too. In other words, an attitude being sociopathic even would not make you a sociopath, so it doesn't mean anything. What? Oh, you must be having some kind of stupid argument with somebody else in the chat. And I just happened to accidentally read yours. You're in Houston? Yeah, go get a ring dinger and tell us about it, dude. Go down there and get ring dung. And when you're there, tell Gregory Johnson that I want to do some cross promotion, dude. He wants to give me a ring dinger. And, I'll give him some free fucking advertising here on Highdeology, dude. Yep. This episode of Highdeology brought to you by your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. Yeah, I crack my fingers a lot, and I crack my back quite a bit too. Like, not now, but I can adjust my own back usually. But yeah, I want to get an inversion table again. That's what I really want. I just want to dangle. I have 3 balls and 1 nipple. It's a good trade-off. You don't really need a nipple, but having a 3rd ball might be kind of cool. No, that's bullshit. I looked it up, DJ Pancake. You can crack your fingers all you want, and it has no fucking bearing on whether or not you get fucking arthritis when you're older. I can do this every day, all day, as much as I want to do it, and there's really no negative repercussions to doing it. It's an old wives' tale, dude. I was told when I was a kid. It's probably why I cracked my fingers so much. So I was just warned away from it. And it made me want to try and learn how to do it. Yeah, it's just air bubbles. It's just like gas and stuff that's in between the joints. Nothing going on over there, dude. Ten years later, I'm like, I shouldn't have cracked my knuckles. Don't be like me. Don't crack your knuckles. Yeah, dude, the ring dinger, dude. correlation between testicular cancer and cracking knuckles. Oh yeah, dude, totally heard about that one. It's bedtime. I don't know that I'll be able to sleep, but I can't sit here any longer. So I'm going to take that advice. Thank you guys for